Hey YouTube, how's everybody doing? This is Ashton Amdari here, giving my 7-week update post Achilles tendon surgery. As you can see, I'm in the car. Um, 7 weeks out, I'm 100% mobile in terms of moving around, and that's a blessing. So it's something for you to look forward to at this stage. That's for sure. So the big changes this week are that a lot of the things you couldn't do, you can do now, and you're getting the green light to do everything. You just got to be real careful. So for me, the biggest change this week was uh, I'm walking full time without the boot, no problem. Just got to be careful going outside. Uneven surfaces, you just got to be really cautious about. Finding the right shoe is very important. And it's not necessarily the shoe with the most support. It's a shoe that makes you most comfortable. And for me, that happens to be one of the oldest shoes I have with holes in it. It's just the most comfiest for me to drive in, walk in, and be around right now. So it just really depends. The newer shoes don't really help manage my ankle right now, but that's individual. So I find that an older shoe with more flexibility in the heel, especially, that's where you had your incision, seems to be working the best for me. Or flip flops, but I'm not a outside flip flopper. And so the other changes this week is we didn't add too many exercises. Reason being was this week was we focused more on getting me out, walking everywhere. So the excess walking and the standing that I was doing, because I have my clients that I train as well, so I'm standing up for hour-long sessions. That was the added load we added to the ankle this week. So the fact that I'm driving longer distances, the fact that I'm walking all the time without the boot, and the fact that I'm standing for 2, 3, 4 hours sometimes at a time was the added load we did this week. So we kept the same exercises in terms of rehab. Now the thing I wanted to say with the rehab exercises is I'm actually not doing them every day anymore, because what I'm finding is that when I'm doing the walking, standing, and driving a lot, is my ankle swells up a lot at the end of the day. So I'll go through a good portion of the day where the tendon feels super loose and super great. Then I get home and I sit and relax for a little bit, and I start icing, and I realize that the ankle is swelling up from the day. So I don't bother doing the rehab exercise there, because it's kind of counterproductive. So what I do is I alternate the days. I give the day, I like yesterday, I was really aggressive on my ankle, spending the whole day out, that kind of stuff. Today, back off a little bit. However, I did finish up my first gym session today, back in the gym without the boot, and it's super successful. I did some the now now I'm done the 7 weeks, so I'm actually on to the 8th week, but this is my 7 week roundup. So I still count this as a 7 week mark. So the thing that we did add was calf raises. So without weight, just on the floor. I'm obviously using my left side more than my right side, because I had that surgery on my right side, and I just raised the toes up and down. I'm going to include some footage of some of the stuff that I was doing at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that, which is not too far off. So we added the calf raises, and I'm doing Aerodyne bikes, regular bikes, without using my heel for pressure. I'm using my toes. And what you'll notice at this stage too is your calf is going to start getting tone back. So my calf is getting its muscle and tone back. It's not like jiggling. Like a few weeks ago, I hit my calf and it just jiggled. It just never happened to me my whole entire life. So it was new, and it was very scary. But it's coming back real quick. Now, I don't have the tone, so you don't see that muscle ripple in the calf, but you do see some of the strength coming back in the calf, and that's just from walking and standing, because you haven't done it in a few weeks. So that's that changes. That's why that change is occurring. So just be aware of that. Know when to back off. Know when to push forward. For me personally, I'm just pushing forward and I'm just being smart about it. So that's all you have to do. There's nothing fancy about this stage. Like I said in my previous videos, I'm kind of on my own with this. I have my athletic therapist emailing me what I need to do, but at the same time, I'm just being smart about it on my own and being semi-aggressive with myself. So before I finish this update, I just want to tell you mentally, big changes mentally. You're back out there doing a lot more than you have in the last 6+ weeks, depending on how long it took you to get your surgery or how long it took you to get your cast if you're doing a non-operative form of this recovery. Things are picking up real quick, which means mentally you're able to you're going to do. This means you're going to do more, and mentally things will get better. So if you're in that funk, feeling real down because of this injury, I suggest you just pick yourself up at this point. I got that shirt on. Nobody cares. Work harder. And that's what at this point you got to do. It's very easy at this point to get down that rabbit hole and still feel sorry for yourself and still feel bad about the fact that you're injured and that you're recovering from a surgery or recovering from the injury if you did the non-operative. It's very easy at this point because you've been out of it for about 6 weeks. But that's why I had this shirt on for this video. Nobody cares now. Work harder. The recovery's over at 7 weeks. The tendon is getting stronger. The tendon is intact. You just have to be careful. So just work. Get out there. The ankle will swell. It's part of the process. Ice it, rest it. No one to rest, no one to work. But nobody cares at this point about the excuses. So that's one of the things I'm putting into my brain is that the cast is off. The boot is off. I might be limping a little bit, but nobody cares at this point. You just got to get the work in. You got to work hard. This recovery, as my athletic therapist told me, is 95% exercise and getting your rehab in and doing your exercise and getting healthy. It's 5% having someone rub you down and going to see a physical therapist and all that. With those ratios, it's pretty simple that you don't even need to go to a physiotherapist. You just got to work hard at this point. So that's my update for this week. You're gonna see some the exercises that I'm doing now in the gym, and that's all I gotta say. Just at this point, pull up the big boy pants, pull up the big girl pants, and you gotta get into the gym. You gotta get, if you have a gym at home, you gotta get into there, and you just gotta start working, get your body moving, get healthy, and put in the work at this point. And just be safe about it, but put in the work, because this point you're going to be weaning off the boot and everything, and nobody's going to care that you're limping or that your ankle was hurt. You're going to get to this point now where it's do or die. If you don't start doing stuff, you're going to be left behind. It's going to be a painful and long process. Anyway, I look forward to telling you guys what happens in week 8, and stay tuned for some exercises.